Okay, I know I've been promising you guys for a long time that I would post an update of some of the changes I've made to my Mini. But I just never wanted to because my RV is always a complete mess and it really continues to be a work in progress. So I kept thinking I was going to finish it and then I would post a video, but I decided that I'll just go ahead and show you what I've done so far. The first thing you'll probably notice is that I painted the interior of my RV green, which I love this color. I know a lot of people hate it, but I love it. If you remember my house, it was also that color. I guess the most significant thing though is that I removed, let me see if I can back up so you can actually see it, and I'll try not to give you guys motion sickness this time. I removed the booth dinette, which I just had to do. It is not a comfortable place for any full-size adult to sit in, and I don't really need seating for 4 or a little kid bed. So I pulled that out and brought in this chair and that little table that I got from my late grandmother. One of the issues is that when I removed the dinette, there was electrical underneath each one, as well as seat belts, so I have holes in my floor that are now filled with caulking. And so my father and I built this little box on this side. And I'll show you the other one. This side was more of a problem. I mean, it's like my transfer relay, my converter, my fuse box, everything. So we tried to smush it down as little as we could, and then of course it had vents and stuff, and built that box. But this is kind of my problem area because it's such wasted space. And I bought these little floor cushions thinking I was going to use it as a bench, but that was before I got the chair, because that was not any ergonomic improvement on the sofa, that's for sure, or on the bench dinette. I hung these shears, which I love, because a lot of times when you're staying in an RV park, you have neighbors really close to you, which I don't, because look, it's so beautiful and I'm in New Mexico. But a lot of times you have people right outside your window, and I don't like to have to close up my room darkening shade, so I use these shears and it still lets some light in. That is actually covering my door. I kind of like to cover everything that looks like ugly RV because I hate it. And I really hated that door, and I really actually love this fabric. So that's just a little curtain rod with that door covering. Not much has changed up here on the bunk. At first it really was more of a challenge. I mean, I was like, oh my god, I'm too old, I can't be sleeping on a bunk and climbing up and down. But I actually got used to it, and now I really like it because I save so much space, and I feel kind of cozy up there. I do store the ladder up there though. But you might remember I used to have storage up there, and I removed that because I didn't need it really. They were empty, and I like having this as sort of just a sleeping space and not a storage space. This right here I just got from Office Max. I've been looking and looking for a little miniature collapsible table, so I was thrilled when I found this one for $29, even though it's kind of ugly. It's so functional, folds flat, has a matching chair that also folds flat, and so it makes for a really good little workstation. And if I turn it sideways and use the chair, I also have a little dining for 2. Sorry about that mess there. That's my little to-do list for work. Actually, the left is the to-do and the right is already done, so I can show I've actually made progress. I don't know what else I'm supposed to show you. Oh yeah. Sorry, don't look. You're gonna get sick. Motion sickness. You might remember that when I was on the dumpster, my microwave, which was a giant convection oven, fell out of the cabinet as I was going down those gravel roads. So I threw that piece of crap away and bought this actually really cheap little Walmart brand. And then my dad built this shelf. So hung that mirror. I also painted my bathroom green and hung those 2 pictures and the curtains. I just kind of like to cover the windows and stuff, and anything that looks kind of RV-ish. I'm going to go in here because I want to show you how ugly the walls used to be. Just if you really hate that green, then you'll realize how ugly it actually used to be. This is what the all the walls used to look like, which is just disgusting. I couldn't paint that because I couldn't ever, I would have to stay in here until the paint dried because I couldn't close the door. So I think that's it. Living full-time in 125 square feet. I love it.